Today we're going to have some fun and open up this set booster box of the Lost Caverns of Ixalan. I feel like it's been a while since I just opened a box of cards. There's been a few products recently that didn't interest me so much, so I kind of skipped them, but this one definitely interests me. I'm looking forward to getting into this, so we're going to open it up now. It's also been a while since I got a set booster box, I think, because for the past few sets, what I would do is just buy some pre-release kits. But this one, you can actually get good box toppers in your box, so it's kind of worth it to get a box instead of pre-release kits, maybe. I did go to 2 pre-releases recently, and both of them went quite well. I was fortunate enough to go undefeated at both. There's our box topper here. I opened one of these box toppers. This was included as the prize for one of the pre-releases. It was an arcane signet. It's not really the one you want to see, but got one of those now. And I have opened 0 of the Jurassic World cards so far. There's quite a few cards in here that I would like to get. I want to make some pretty significant upgrades to my Gish-ass deck. And I'm planning to do a new deck tech video. Oh, we got one of these stamp things. A new deck tech video for that deck once I make those upgrades. Merfolk token. It's pretty cool, so we'll set this here. Tokens. I'll put them over here. This is our foil. We have a Deeproot Pilgrimage and Captain Storm. Captain Storm. Not Captain Lannery Storm. I don't even know what the rest of that name says because the hat covers it. Alright. Deeproot, so that goes with that. I wonder if that's on purpose. Foils, and then we'll put the rest of the stuff. Okay, Cosmium Raider, that's what it is. This card is pretty good, though. Very simple effect. When an artifact enters the battlefield under your control, put a +1/+1 counter on any pirate you control for just 2 mana. That's pretty powerful. Braid, reprinted again. Pretty sure there are some good uncommons in this set as well, so I'll keep an eye out for those. I did order a collector booster box as well, but those have been delayed, as many people know, so we got okay, we're 2 for 2 on the stamped things. So when that finally arrives, I'll do a video for that as well. Foil Whip, Bringer of the Last Gift, that's kind of cool. And what else? Deep Cavern Bat. It's a very black pack, holy crap. So we're going to do the box topper last. Is this one going to be stamped too? No. There's the Magmatic Galleon there. It's pretty good, actually. 5 mana, 5/5. It does 5 damage to a creature when it enters the battlefield. So, you know, it'll probably kill something. And it'll probably make you a treasure too at that. So, you don't really cruise for 2. I think this card is actually pretty pushed. Alright. Now I'll just stick this in with the tokens for now. Treasure. Haven't seen that treasure. Oh, this is the Jurassic World treasure. That's funny. I'll make a world. Yeah, I'll make a world for Jurassic World cards. There's the world right there. I know how to speak good. I think this is a pretty decent rare. It's very similar to the one Squee, I think. Alright, I like this goblin. Check out its face. Nice close there. I think that would make a nice playmat. It's pretty good for limited too, actually. Our Gnome Soldier. Restless Anchorage. It's a good land. All these, you know, the whole restless cycle of creature lands, they're all pretty decent. I will put that in the cool stuff pile. There's a Spelunking. We'll put that there too. That's currently the good uncommon, I think, but we'll see how it all pans out when people have played with and opened the set some more. A lot of the times, an uncommon will start off being, you know, like $2-3 or whatever, and then, you know, after the set's been out for a while, it turns into bulk, and it turns out that something else was actually more desirable. It's a cool golem. a Braid. Here is a new dinosaur, but I don't have that in the Gishath deck, and I don't think I'm going to put it in. This is more of a card for like 60, like it would be good and limited, obviously, but for like 60 card formats. You know, like standard or something, maybe. Here is also this blue mythic. I have one of these already. Opened that with one of my pre-release prize things, but that's cool. It's a pretty good card. And that was a 3 rare pack? Yeah. Nice. Foil Mountain. That looks pretty sweet. I like these lands a lot. These are going to go in my Gishath deck. I'll put that with the foils. Alright, I had to stop for a second there, but now I am back. Finish off this box. So 1 mythic so far. Usually looking at anywhere... Oh, look at that. A Murktide in the list slot. We actually got a good list card. Interesting. That's cool. As I was saying, usually looking at getting anywhere between, like, on the really low end, 3 mythics. And on the high end, maybe like 8. But here's a Preacher of the Schism. That's a cool card. I think that's quite good. I wouldn't be surprised to see that being played in Standard, maybe even Pioneer. I would expect to get maybe like 5 mythics. It's a cool forest. I will put that right here. Saheeli. Oh, and Murktide was super expensive. Whoa, that's a cool token. Vampire Demon. I'll put that here. Child with Volcano. We have a legendary. The Enigma Jewel. It's another mythic. This is the one that's kind of like Soul Ring, but it's pretty hard to craft. Flips into this thing. Not sure about this card. It's a mythic though, and we have this Clavileño also. Mythic from the commander decks. I think there's a face commander, isn't it? From the vampire one. And another cool forest. Felt like a good pack. Harmony of Nature. Tap any number of your creatures. You gain 4 life for each creature tapped this way. Haven't seen this card before. I'll put it here. Dialect Echo. We have a Everflowing Well that flips over into the Myriad Pools. This card is very good and limited. I played this in both of my pre-release decks. And it's a removal spell that you can turn into a creature later on. And it's not even overcosted or anything. That's the rate for making an opponent sack a creature that you usually would see. So I think that card is very good and limited. I'm going to make a little bit more room here for hopefully what will be some more mythics and cool stuff. There's an ad. Trumpet and Carnosaur. Looked like maybe it was a little bit damaged, but that's one that I do have in the Gishath deck as an upgrade, I think. I think it's pretty good. You know, it's a 7/6 trample. When it enters the battlefield, you discover 5, so it's good to hit off of Gishath. It hasn't entered the battlefield trigger. But also, if you draw it and you don't have enough mana to cast it, you can just basically channel it to do 3 damage to something. Pit of Offerings. That's a good uncommon. What else? Heartstone from the list. I think that card's okay, isn't it? Abuelo's Awakening. The Forgotten Monument, okay. Bitter Triumph, that's probably a good uncommon. That pack wasn't as exciting. We're getting a lot of list cards. What does this do? Deep Reconnaissance. Search for a basic, put into play, tap, shuffle. It has flashback. Okay. Tishana's Tidebinder. I think that's a very good rare. That was in my top 10 list. I tried playing with this on Arena and I was immediately impressed by it, so I'm going to put that in the cool stuff pile. This is a really good uncommon too. Played that at the pre-release. I would like to see... what would I like to see? Throne of the Grim Captain. That's pretty cool art. Looks pretty fancy. Saheeli. Okay, there's another mythic. It's over here. Mythic Saheeli. Oh yes, I would like to see a mana crypt, obviously. But it'd be cool to get a nice special guest. I believe on average you get maybe like one special guest per box, but it seems like you can get 0. In the Presence of the Ages. Throne of the Grim Captain again. Right? Or did we not get that before? Yeah, there it is right there. This one looks way better, the alternate art one. Fungus Dinosaur. It's a cool token. These are pretty sweet tokens. Hurl into History, Kite Sail Larcenist. That card's pretty cool. For a while I didn't realize that you can target one of your own creatures with this as well, so this can ramp you, kind of. So it's pretty cool. And then there's the Earthshaker Dreadmaw there. Spyglass Siren and Sorcerer Spyglass. How perfect. Cool planes. Another Merfolk. Poetic Ingenuity. And we have another Jurassic World card. The Plains this time. It flips over into this one. I think the Plains and the... What's the one? The Forest for the Jurassic World ones. I'm not really a big fan of those. They look fine, but I think the other ones look way better. The Swamp, the Mountain, and the Island. I think those look way better. If I'm remembering what the island looks like anyway. The Swamp in particular, though. The flip side of it. The Spinosaur in the water there. Wrecking everyone's day. Okay. There's another treasure from Jurassic World. Jade Light Spelunker. This is a buy a box promo. It's a good card. And a Restless Reef. Nice. Put that here. Scythe Claw. And then it looked like there was a foil land back there. Yeah, Forest. That's pretty cool. And another stamped one. This is just the regular stamp. This is Quintorius. Pretty cool looking art for Quintorius though. What is happening? Is that supposed to happen? Doesn't this count as one of my Jurassic World cards? I don't know. We got 3 treasures. A Cavern of Souls, okay. Yes, that's a good hit. Put that there with the mythics. It's also a Belligerent Yearling. And a foil Hidden Necropolis. Yeah, that's a good card. Pretty cool to see it just, you know, in a regular standard set. Not on some bonus sheet or anything. Here's a gnome. Screaming Phantom. Sentinel of the Nameless City. This card is really good too, I think. This has so much value for 3 mana. This is one that I feel like probably will be played in Standard and or Pioneer or something. 3/4 for 3. Those are great stats. It has Vigilance too. It does something when it comes into play. It makes a map. And also when it attacks, it makes a map. So there's a lot of value packed into this card. And we have a cool island. Greedy Freebooter. It's a good card. Pretty good one drop. Tarian's Journal. I played this in one of my pre-releases, and it did basically... It seems like this should be a good card, but it did basically nothing. I think I activated it once when I didn't even really need to. Like, this card looks quite good to me, but I was surprised that it just never really did much. I don't know. Maybe I just didn't have the right situation to use it in. Check that out. I wonder what the price of Cavern is going to settle at. I feel like it might be like $20, $25 or something. We have Warden of the Inner Sky. This thing. Okay, it's a pretty regular pack there, nothing too exciting. There's a cool dinosaur token. It's another Jurassic World one. So, 5 Jurassic World cards, 4 of them are tokens. Here's a third one of this that we've got, right? Hidden Nursery. Do you think it has any rhymes? Waylaying Pirates. There's something legendary there. Pretty sure that's a Veto? Yes, we have a Veto. Veto is very good. It's a pretty good mythic. There's also this Human Knight here. So what are we at? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 mythics so far. One of them is from the list. So I wouldn't necessarily count that in the mythic count, but 7 if you do count it. There's a blue legendary. Oh, that's Malcolm. Eh. Not too big on that card. Put it there. I feel like you'd just always play Fairy Mastermind over that, wouldn't you? Unless in a pirate commander deck, maybe you'd want Malcolm over it. But otherwise. We have Giant's Ire from the list. Queen's Bay Paladin. Getting down to the bottom of the box here is about 5 packs left, including this one. We have a Restless Ridgeline on foil. It's probably pretty decent. We'll put it here. Souls of the Lost. I had this, so I played black in both my pre-releases, but in the second one I did when I played black-red, I had this in my deck at the start of the night, and I did a test game with it. And as soon as I played this, I took it out of my deck after that because I didn't like this card. Maybe it's good in a build around in like standard or something, but in limited, you have to discard a card or sack a permanent to cast it. And like the whole thing with this is that it can be a really big 2-drop, but if you're playing it on turn 2, it's going to be like what, a 1/2 for 2 that makes you get rid of something. I don't know. I think it's not great in limited, but could be a good build around. There's a mountain, Jurassic World. I think this art is pretty sweet. There's Loyola there. And then the appeal of this being big and limited, yeah, you can play it as a big thing later on for 2 mana, but at that point you probably have a lot more than 2 mana available, so you can play an actually big thing. That's my rant. We have a Stormkiln artist from the list and a Scytheclaw Raptor there. Bedrock Tortoise. This guy's cool. I messed up my pile. And another Sealy. There's another mythic. Showcase one there. There's a Pit of Offerings. Oh, look at that. And 3 packs left. So doing good on the mythic count. The Jurassic World thing has been kind of funny, actually. All tokens or lands. For Ptolemy. Grass's Tunnel Grinder. There's a Starving Revenant. It's pretty cool art. A cool island. Carnage Tyrant. There, okay, we got our special guest. That's a pretty cool one. Yeah, I'm happy with that one. There's our special guest card. We'll put it right here. Goodzill's Flanker. I actually forgot about the whole special guest thing until I saw that. And our last pack. Can you get foil special guests? Aura Barbs. Each enchantment deals 2 damage to its controller, then each enchantment enchanting a creature does 2 damage to it. 2 damage to the creature is enchanting. Okay. Could be an okay hate card. We have Kellen there. Okay, we got a Jurassic World card that is not a token or basic land, but it is a command tower. Alright then. And a swamp. We do still have one more card though. The box topper right there. Try and get this off without damaging the card. So here you have some nice Jurassic Park art. Alright. Should I slow roll it? We'll do it like this. Is it a mythic? It's an uncommon. It's another arcane signet. Well then. We have 2 of these now. Alright, so I think I probably will do a little recap thing. I'll lay out the cool stuff and try and take a closer look and come back to you in just a moment. Alright, so we're back with all of the cool and or interesting stuff laid out here. You can see the mythics up top. There are technically 9 total, however, one of them is from the commander decks, one is from the special guest, and one is from the list. So it's a little bit inflated, but it is a decent number of mythic cards. We did get the big hit here, the big reprint with Cavern of Souls, so that's definitely a nice one to get. And I actually have this one sleeved up in this nice Halloween 2023 sleeve from Dragon Shield. And Dragon Shield, by the way, just recently launched their new affiliate program, which I'm a part of. You can follow my affiliate link in the video description below to help out the channel, but also now I do have a code for Dragon Shield. If you make any purchases from the Dragon Shield website, you can use code DAVE8 and you'll save 5% on your order. Overall, the mythics feel pretty decent. It's kind of hard to tell because it's still early on whether, you know, this would be a good box or not, because a lot of the values and things are going to change, but overall it seems pretty good. There's a couple of things I'm going to point out in just a moment though. So also we have these 3 lands. 3 seems average for, you know, a rare land cycle. Tishana's Tidebinder is a pretty good rare, I think. This was our box topper. You know, got one of the uncommon ones. It's playable, but it's not exactly what you're looking for when you open a box topper. But we got the Arcane Signet. Decent number of cards from the list. Apparently Harmony of Nature is actually pretty good, so that's kind of cool. Got 2 of the foil full art lands here. Then I want to point out this, though. So, these are our Jurassic World cards. We got Treasure, 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 Dinosaur Token, Plains, Mountain, and Command Tower. So I don't know if this is an unusual box, but to me it seems like if you're buying these looking for Jurassic World cards, maybe it's not such a good idea. I had heard of things like this happening before, and yeah, we got no actual creatures or anything, no cool dinosaurs, nothing like that. Mostly just a bunch of tokens, 3 of the same one there, and then, you know, the one actual non-basic land we got is Command Tower, and it's playable, but you know, Command Tower is being printed in a million different special variations, so it doesn't even really feel special anymore. So the box, you know, all this stuff, that's fine. That's, you know, it seems like an average box, but this part of it is kind of a letdown, it feels like. But anyway, that's what happens when you buy boxes, right? They're not all going to be amazing, but did get some cool stuff that I like, and I'm looking forward to putting this all away into a binder and upgrading my Gisheth deck with some of these cards. That's going to do it for this one though, so if you're still watching, thanks for watching. It'd be cool if you can like and subscribe and all that kind of stuff. I'd encourage everyone to come join my Discord server. You can find a link to that in the video description below. And also, if you'd like to purchase any Magic cards, you can get those by going to facetofacegames.com. They're the largest Magic store in Canada, and they're also a sponsor of the channel. And you can use code 8thPlaceDave at the checkout to save 5% on your order. I'd also just like to take a moment to thank all of the patrons that support me on Patreon. But otherwise, thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you later.